Hello, this is Fudge here with part 2 of the Dark Souls 3 Ensign tutorial. I will be showing a clip of some running segments here, as well as talking about it and showing what's going on, a couple of tricks about it, and then I'll pick up from where the clip ends. I'll play and show myself in the game. So let's start. So this is a direct continuation of the previous part. You're coming out of the Gundyr arena after a door quit out. You'll be running to Firelink Shrine. You just use all your stamina for sprinting. Not really any big deal here. What you're going to be doing in the Firelink Shrine is that you're going to buy 3 homeward bones, and then plant the coiled sword in the bonfire, and then warp to High Wall of Lothric. Right here is the first part. You're going to be mashing through to open the shop, and then here is the homeward bone that you're going to be buying, and they are 1 step down. When you get into the shop, they are 1 step down. You go 1 down, and then you buy them. 3 homeward bones. After this, you go to here, put down the cold sword. At this point, you're locked into an animation, so you can do a lot of menuing. Typically for menuing, you want to get rid of items from your hotbar that you're not going to be using, and you want to have only items there that you are going to be using. In this case, it's going to be the Estus Flask, the Black Fire Bombs, and the Homeward Bones, in that order. So you warp into High Wall of Lothric, you just mash through, it's X or A, depending on your controller, all the way through. You get to the first door, you quit out again. So High Wall of Lothric gets a little bit tricky. It's a little bit specific on the stamina, though it's mostly sprinting till you can't anymore. First off, you want to go left, you want to drop down. When you're doing it, you drop like this. You always want to roll recover so that you don't get stuck in the landing animation. Right here, you just sprint till your stamina is almost gone. As you go on the stair, you stop to just jog. And here's the first trick that you kind of need to work on. Is that this hollow and this tail usually block you. But there is a way to circumvent this, which is if you run and instead of turning with your left stick, you turn with your with the right stick, the camera, then you will squeeze through anyway, like that. It takes a little bit of getting used to. If you're not comfortable with it, just run around the hollow. It's not a big deal. Then there's another trick right here, which is picking up the gold pine resin. So as you roll recover, you'll be able to see, let's see, right here, if I can get it, there's an item on the ledge here. So the way to pick up this item is that you just pick it up as normal. However, if you pick it up as you start falling off the ledge, you will skip the pickup animation, saving you a little bit of time. The way to do this is you just try to pick it up as you're running off the ledge. If you do it too early, you just get the pickup animation, you keep the item, and you can just keep on running. If you pick it up too late, you're going to fall off without the item. So it takes a bit of getting used to. Do a little bit of practice on it. If you do miss, you can just run up the stairs again and run around. If the enemies are getting annoying, you just quit out to reset their position. Right after this, there's another trick again. So as I'm walking off here, I will use my Estus Flask, though I will not consume it. I will just use it to slow my character down. Because if you run off at this angle with this much speed, you're going to hit a platform halfway down. It slows you down a little bit. So what you want to do is you want to be jumping straight down by what we call Estus braking. From here, you just keep sprinting and for your basically full stamina bar. When you stop, you're going to want to go a little bit left and then a little bit right to avoid the arrows. Coming up to these guys, I got very good RNG here, but typically if they do anything scary, you roll. Same thing with the next knight here, except there's a little bit of a trick to him. To get him out of the way, you want to move all the way to the left here. So you're going to notice that I touch the pillar here, and the knight will go as much left as you do. So right here I got good RNG, I don't need to roll. However, I strongly suggest rolling anything he does, just avoid anything. If you get stuck in the door, you need to quit out to move the knight back a little bit and then you can continue running. So there's a final trick to this segment here. The last one is a spook quit out. Spook normally allows you to take any fall without taking damage. However, if the fall is too high, you die anyway. So what happens here, you put on spook, you open quit out, and when you come back into the game after this load, you'll be back alive. So I'm going to show a little bit of a trick if you're not comfortable with doing fast quit outs. So I'm going to load into the same area. If you're not comfortable doing quick quit outs, you can spook early, and then you can open the quit out and then walk off the ledge. This is not the right place. Let me redo that again. Right here. Should be this save file. So what you want to be doing is you want to cast spook, you open the quit out, and then you walk off. Then to get the timing correctly, you need to quit out as you're landing. So I'm going to spook here and walk off. And the timing is that you quit out right before you hit the ground, and you'll hear the death scream, and that's going to work now. So it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. You need to learn the timing of each spook quit out that you're going to be doing. But I feel like anyone can learn it. Anyway, so you're going to be continuing to run from there. You're going to pick up that ember because you do need it. Coming up on these knights, you want to stand on the right side of them, and they will pretty much always miss you. The only times they will ever hit you is if they raise their shields to shield bash you, and then you roll. So here you want to kill Emma, and you want to do this by throwing a black firebomb at her, and then two-handed charged R2s. So right now I have two-handed my weapon already. You'll be coming in here sprinting. So the way that you aim bombs is that the bombs go about where your head is. So while running up to her, you're going to put your head about on top of Emma like this, and then you're going to throw your black firebomb, hit her. It has very big AoE, so don't worry too much about it. From the bottom of the stairs, you do 2 charge R2s, switch over to your Estes, pick up the items that she drops. You go to the statue. Now you trigger the dancer fight, which is, you're not going to kill her. What you're going to do is you're going to drink your Estes and quit out. Quitting out will also put you outside of boss arenas, meaning that you will teleport a little bit from where Emma is to outside the arena. Then you turn around, and if these knights now try to attack you, you roll. They will always hit you. Same thing with these guys. These guys usually miss you, but they can hit you, so if you do need to, roll. Then you want to equip your gold pine resin, because you will need it for Vordt. Now, Vordt's very much straightforward. What you're going to be doing is you're going to sprint into the wall, keep sprinting forward, and then put on your resin as your stamina runs out. Walk up to Vordt. If he does anything bad, you roll like this. You get underneath him and you start mashing light attacks. Just always try to be right underneath him. You do 7 attacks in total. You stand in front of him and wait for him to do an attack, and then you go again. Now he's going to go for phase 2. You go behind him. You go about 4 attacks, as many as you can. He's going to charge away. Then you roll away from him, and then you roll with him. Go underneath him again and just keep mashing light attacks, and he'll die. And then you run towards the end of the arena. Now you want to quit out when you reach the door, as well as the yellow text haven't appeared like there. So when I load back in now, the doors will be open, otherwise you have to wait for them to open. So quit outs again are used to open doors or move you out of the arena. But because Vordt died, it is no longer a boss arena allowing you to spawn in here. So that will be it for part 2 now. Thank you very much for watching, and good luck.